Hey guys, it's Steven from Friccelli, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make my homemade Bolognese sauce. It's an Italian meat sauce. It's absolutely delicious. There is red wine in the recipe. You want to let it simmer for a little bit, so pour yourself a glass. Camerawoman Courtney, you ready to start cooking? Alright, getto on. We've got all our ingredients laid out and ready to start prepping the sauce. I highly recommend those San Marzano tomatoes. It makes a big difference. Now, traditionally there's more onion and less garlic, but I prefer things the other way around. I'm going to use half a white onion finely chopped and also finely chop up 4 cloves of garlic. Also going to add carrot. Traditionally there's celery as well, but I don't really find the need for it for the carrot. Just chop it up into small bite-sized pieces. Doesn't really matter. It's a little bit of preference there. Add a nice generous coating of olive oil to the bottom of your pot or pan and heat it up at medium heat. We're going to cook the onions first for 4 to 5 minutes and then add the carrot and garlic for 2 to 3 minutes more. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. We could add more to taste, so don't overdo it in this step. And then we're ready to add the meat. I'm using a mixture of meat, a meatloaf blend. It's ground beef, pork, and veal, but of course you could use just ground beef as well. I just find the mixture makes the sauce come out really, really nice. We don't want to fully cook the meat in this step, but we do want to take the rawness out. Then we're ready to add in the red wine. I'm going to add a full glass of red wine, let it cook until it's reduced in half. Should take about 5 minutes. So next we're going to repeat this process but with milk. I'm using half a cup of milk, and the milk's going to evaporate pretty quickly, probably about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we're ready to add in the tomatoes. For the tomatoes, I'd use the entire can of those peeled San Marzano tomatoes and the juice in the can. I just dump the whole thing into a bowl and crush it a bit more with my fingers. Now we're going to stir this up, add in some fresh basil. I use about 4 leaves of basil, also a bay leaf, and then we're going to bring the whole thing up to a boil and then let simmer for 1.5 hours, but preferably 2 hours. Along the way, don't forget to stir the sauce occasionally and also taste and add salt and pepper. The Bolognese sauce goes great with so many different types of pasta. I'm going to use Mezzi Rigatoni. It's half rigatoni. That's what Mezzi means in Italian. These little guys are great for the Bolognese, but it's also wonderful with spaghetti and also perfect for lasagna. For the pasta, don't overthink it. Just cook it till al dente based on the package instructions, and make sure your water is nicely salted. To garnish, we're simply going to grate up some Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese and also chop up some fresh basil. For the basil, a little trick, I like to stack them together and then roll them up, kind of like a cigar. And then when you cut them, you'll get nice strips coming out of it that we can top on the pasta. Give our sauce a final stir. A nice scoop of it here. Oh, baby, this is looking good. Maybe about another half a scoop. Might also want to grab some bread because you're going to soak up all the sauce. It's so delicious. Now for the garnish, just a little bit of that fresh basil, some of that cheese, and a nice crack of black pepper, or 3 or 4 as I like to say. Bolognese sauce is done, our pasta is dressed up. Now the final test, let's go ahead and take a bite. So delicious. Well worth the wait, letting the sauce cook for a bit and the meat and everything blending together. If you liked the video, I encourage you first to go and make the dish, and if you do, please let us know in the comments how yours came out. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up, like button on YouTube. That would help us out a lot. And likewise, if you subscribe to the channel, that would absolutely make my day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, see you soon.